A good teacher cares about people, constantly reflects, and has a good sense of humor.
A good teacher for me is competent, good at communication, and eager to have a good impact on their students' lives.
Hello. For me, a good teacher is empathetic with his students, supportive with the community in which he works, and he uses knowledge in a networked rather than in a modular way. Greetings from Guadalajara, Mexico.
A good teacher is transparent, fair, and trustworthy.
I think that the most important thing is that you have an interest in your subject, but even more importantly is that you have a good relationship with your students.
A good teacher is curious, self-reflecting, and diversity sensitive.
A good teacher, for me, is a teacher who is able to integrate conflicting, contradictory requirements and demands. A good teacher is a teacher who can explain complicated issues and topics very well and who encourages his or her students never stop learning, always.
For me, a good teacher is inventive by applying sophisticated methods to evoke students' enthusiasm, attentive by trying to react to everybody's learning progress, and benevolent by appreciating different identities in class and thus treating students like individuals.
Good teachers are highly competent in their subjects. They love to inspire others, and they take a genuine interest in their students' concerns and needs in order to promote them in an individualized and results-based way.
For me, a good teacher recognizes and values and promotes the diversity among the pupils.
A good teacher is a teacher that sees all the students and can adjust their teaching methods depending on the students' needs.
A good teacher is friendly, organized, and of course, empathetic.
For me, a good teacher is passionate, always engaging, and allows critical but respectful debate.
For me, a good teacher is a good listener, a good storyteller, and full of joy.
Three characteristics of a good teacher. So first, the teacher should give the student the lesson that have very clear idea and objective. And the second one is the teacher to respect these differences of the student. And finally, the teacher should have a strong relationship with their student.
A good teacher for me is a person who loves people, is creative and patient, and most importantly, has a good sense of humor.
One of the most important things for a teacher is to be flexible at all times.
For me, a good teacher is empathic, is able to build strong relationships to his students based on, in equal measure, on structure and support, and is passionate about his subject matter, her subject matter.
A good teacher for me is modern, motivated, and empathic.
First of all, need to have very good content knowledge. Secondly, teachers need also to have a good pedagogical knowledge. And the third, I also do agree with them that teachers need a good technological knowledge.
For me, a good teacher is creative, passionate, and actually a lifelong learner.
For me, a good teacher is a researcher, a change agent, a communicator, and people-loving.
I think that a good teacher is listening, kind, confident, and believes in their students.
A good teacher for me is innovative, always fair, and supportive towards his students.
Okay, so for me, a good teacher is someone who respects their students, who's a skilled leader, who's warm, who's accessible, and just essentially really enthusiastic about what they're doing, about teaching their subjects. So yeah, that would be a pretty good teacher, I'd say.